ultimately human fulfillment are created from the bottom up, not the government down. Only when the human spirit is allowed to invent and create, only when individuals are given a personal stake in deciding economic policies and benefiting from their successes, only then can societies remain economically alive, dynamic, progressive, and free. Trust the people. Because it is clear that the growth and prosperity Ronald Reagan discusses are vital to continuing the economic success of Cass County, we stand here today with assurance that we can trust the people to vote affirmative on this sales tax for the implementation of the Fargo-Cass Forward Economic Development Growth Plan. We begin by discussing three major points in favor of this plan. First, although North Dakota has been fortunate enough to experience a relatively strong economy for several years, research shows that this trend will not continue without intervention. MoodysEconomy.com reported in October of 2007 that although the unemployment rate in Fargo hovered around 2.7%, the industrial growth was at its lowest pace in 3 years, and employment in manufacturing was beginning to slow down. An update from SimplyHire.com in May of 2008 tells us that although Fargo's unemployment rate remains lower than the national average, it was most recently tallied at around 4.5%, and that according to the Fargo Trends data, the number of jobs in Fargo has decreased by 53% since September of 2006. The Economic Development Corporation, through a variety of national economic experts, have projected a number of demographic and economic changes which will affect our economic status in the near future. First, a deceleration of growth in the Fargo area. Second, a negative net migration. More people are leaving the Fargo area than are moving in. And finally, decrease in the number of high school graduates in North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. Point 2. The rapid changing nature of a global economy requires innovative challenges, which our community must respond to in order to further economic strength. Science, technology, and innovation have long provided the foundation for America's prosperity. New technologies have fueled our economy and improved our quality of life. According to Thomas Khalil of November 2007, even small differences in productivity have a huge impact on our long-term standard of living. Our average standard of living will double every 23 years if productivity growth rate is at 3%, and every 70 years if it is at 1%. Furthermore, high productivity growth rates will make it much easier to honor our commitments to older Americans, expand access to health care for the uninsured, and increase our investments in infrastructure, education, and worker training. This plan specifically addresses these issues with its long-term goal of increasing productivity by encouraging funding in the target areas of information technology, physical sciences, and life science industries. Each of these target industries has been identified by researchers as experiencing growth on a global market, providing new jobs, high wages, and is feasible for promotion in the Fargo-Moorhead area. A study conducted by Jenkins, Light, and James 2006 concludes that the economic growth plan associated with both infrastructure, such as research parks and business incubators, and entrepreneurial strategies, such as technology grants and loans, are effective at promoting high-tech employment rates. These two growth factors are the backbone of the EDC growth plan. Point 3. The economic plan will have little, if any, detrimental effects on individual community members, while providing numerous benefits now and for future generations. The sales tax proposal does not involve a regressive tax. It covers items such as electronics, clothing, and furniture, rather than items like groceries, medication, homes, or automobiles. The increase in tax per family is not prohibitive. A family with an income of up to $20,000 is estimated to pay increased taxes of $19 annually, while a family with an income of $50,000 to $60,000 would pay approximately $50 annually. As committee organization member Roger Tim states, this is an investment in the future. We are advocating for change. You can't stand still, because if you stand still, you lose.